Eric. I'm making a game. That game is called The Godkiller. Alright. Feels a little chilly in here for me. I think winter is finally settling in. Let's turn this heat up just a little bit. Just want to hear that click. So there's something I've never understood about thermostats. They all seem to work extremely poorly, and I just don't understand that. Maybe I'll figure it out someday. But you'd think there's a sensor someplace, and it's going to say what the actual temperature is. If you look at a thermometer, it's not like you're looking at that thermometer and you're wondering, is it really 72 degrees? You know, like, give or take 0.5 degrees, it's about right. But whatever I've got for my my HVAC, whatever I've got, it seems like every once in a while it's just not doing its job. Like, it's friggin' chilly, and I went up there and looked at that little thermostat thing, and it was just at 69 degrees. It's not 69 degrees in this room. It's not even close to that. I turned it up a little bit. I'm waiting for that click. I just, like a safe cracker, just as soon as I hear that click, I'll stop turning it. I move it all the way up to 71 degrees, and then it turns on. It's nowhere fucking near 71 degrees in this room. Low 60s right now. Maybe colder. Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't get that. I really don't. I might look into it more later. Anyways, I went off on a tangent. So, been working on the game, and, I've got, like, this philosophy that... philosophy is too large of a word. This habit, or this guideline for myself that when you have a bunch of tasks to do, all other things being equal, pick the hard ones first. Do the hard ones first. You have more energy at the beginning of it, whatever this project is. And towards the end, you'll be worn out. I'm talking about a multi-year project like this game. You'll change more in the code with the hard stuff. Usually. So, if I had two tasks, one is build a wall, and the other one was paint the wall. I'm going to build the wall first, I'm going to paint it. That's maybe not a good metaphor. Let's throw metaphors aside. I've got two tasks. One is take all the audio files in the game and get them normalized, just so that they all kind of sound at the same volume. And another task is write the code which mixes in all the audio together. First one's actually fairly easy. It's something I could do anytime in the project. It's not going to impact much of anything. The second one, if I write the mixing code first before other things, like normalizing the audio, there's a better chance I won't have to redo it again. Also, if you do your big chunkier things first, the bugs you fix with those big affecting everything software changes, they're going to not bite you in the ass later. You won't have to redo a bunch of code, So I was on the verge of maybe even giving up on a certain big chunky thing, which was mid-game save and restore. And amazingly, to me, I got it done in about 3 hours, aside from bugs I'm going to try to fix in this session. And I didn't expect it to come together that well. I kind of knew what all the pieces were. Didn't really think it was going to work. And it did work. So I'm happy. Usually it works the other way around. You think something's going to work and it doesn't. But in this case, it got done in hours instead of days or weeks, and it's going to be a feature in the game. So let me do a little bit of demoing. I always like to start these with a demo. This demo is maybe not going to be super great, but it's an under the hood feature, that mid-level save restore. There are some bugs in this new feature, and I'll have to fix them. Okay, so I'm starting. Okay, so instead of beginning at the start of the level, what it did is it took me partway in. I'll explain the way I did it in a little bit. So let's go back to the spiral of despair. Okay, this is the proper start of the level. I should do maximize on play, but I'll do it after I restart this in a second. Okay. Now there is some kind of bug where it's trying to it's replaying even though I just tried to restart that level. So that's just what it's doing. Let's turn the volume down. Oh, by the way, I can do it with this if I want. I can say let's turn the sound effects down. That's relatively new feature, not brand new. Okay. Okay, so then if I say let's move the E here, there might be too many bugs in this to demo it well. I did have a nice moment yesterday, but okay. So I got the E there now. Let us see what happens if I exit the Godkiller. Totally out of the game now. This is the IDE. It's not the game. Okay. Maximize on play, and we'll start it up. So the state it puts me in is going to be entirely based upon loading things from disk. Okay, so here's what you saw. At the very beginning there was a very brief display of you at the start of the level, and then just a little moment later it took me to the mid-game save point. Now what actually happened behind it all is I'm a little proud of myself. It recorded all the commands that you, or the player, made inside of that level, and it played them back really fast. So you can do like maybe 1,000 commands that are issued in a second or so, something like that. Some of the longer levels might have 10,000 commands or so to get to a solution. So maybe like 3 or 4 levels might be like a minute long load time or something like that. But it's not loading off the disk that is the hard thing. It's playing everything back. The game is deterministic, meaning the same set of commands issued from the beginning of the level will always result in the same game state. That's why this level playback thing can work. The time that you issue a command at, for the most part, there's like one exception, will not change the outcome. So if I go east like that, or I go east like that fast, it doesn't matter. The timing doesn't matter. That's really the nature of the game, is that time doesn't matter. You can go as fast or slow as you want. In this level, nothing else is moving besides you, so it's not real clear, but in a different level where there's creatures that are also moving around, they're paused until you press a key, then they move. So it's fairly easy to keep everything deterministic as far as playing back commands and getting to the same level state that was there before. The other trick that I used, when you issue a command within the game, it returns back a set of updates to make to the visuals, to the presentation, or in Unity parlance, the scene. The scene contains all of the geometry of the pillars and everything, and kind of like in the Matrix, where you look at that screen of glowing green columns and somebody looks at that and says, well, this is the true reality. The true reality of the game is not what you see here inside of this screen. It's this data structure that says much more succinctly where everything is in the scene. So it'll say, instead of this set of geometry is hovering at X, Y, Z, it's got certain textures and shaders applied to it. You know, it'll instead say at square with column, row, and height, this specific game element is there, and here are the properties of that game element. And the whole game can be played out headlessly without updating the scene at all. Okay? So when I'm replaying those commands in the save game to get to the mid-level state, I just tell the engine, do the shortest version of performing these screen updates, and do them all at once. Don't wait for multiple frames to go by. There's no animation. Every effect that I have that updates the scene that comes back from the logical state has got two ways it can play. It can play in the normal way, where you see, you know, like M, she walks north, and you can see like her legs move, and you can see the camera kind of catch up with her. Okay, it can play that way, or it can play in a rushed way. And when it plays in the rushed way, it only updates to the final state that effect or that update to the scene needs. So when I'm doing the playback, I'm just moving these transforms around really fast. Transforms are the location of these objects, like M here, the player-controlled character. Instead of having her animate to move into the square, it would just move her quickly one transformation to bring her into that square with no animation. Okay, so it does that, and it does that all in one frame. That's the other reason why you don't see all the things happen, because it just accomplishes it in one frame. So that's the gist of it. There's bugs to fix, and I went to bed last night with the knowledge that there were still bugs in this, and I was able to do it. But it's a little bit like going to bed after having an argument with someone you love, your spouse or whoever. It doesn't feel 100% great. It might feel kind of terrible. The way I was able to sleep is that I pat myself on the back for getting this thing to work within 3 hours, and I figure, let's use this session to get the rest of the job done. Let's fix the bugs. Okay, so to fix bugs, you have to know what they are. I'm going to start listing out things that I know are bugs that I've seen so far. Okay, so we'll say, where's the bothering? Where's my backlog file? Here it is. The save is okay, actually. I think it's the restore that's got problems. Okay, things I've seen. When restarting a level, it does not clear out the commands. There, replay it again. Spiral of despair. I don't see some of the blocks. And although I may have complaints about my thermostat, the heater itself works like a champ. I feel toasty now. Feel about right. Okay. Another thing I saw was initial frame, initial view of level is shown before fading in with mid-level state. Let's not say mid-game restore, let's say mid-level. So I'm wondering what happened to the blocks. The ones that were here. Let me verify that they're not hanging around someplace. It could be that they are there, but they are there. There's a transform update that didn't work. Okay, so logically they're there, visually they're not. So one of my effects is not updating the scene appropriately. So there's an invisible block that is right here. I'm going to push it. There we go. There's probably another one here. There is. There's probably one up here. There is. Okay. Where was the R at? Oh, it's over here. See, I can get them back. I just have to destroy them. So I think there's an effect. That destroys the block and then it rebirths it, and that effect, probably its rushed version, is skipping something important. Alright, so I've got 3 things I can work on now. I'll probably find some more bugs as I work. I think I want to fix this first one, because it's going to be hard to test things if I can't restart a level to its initial state. So let's see. If I go to store, let's see. Okay, there's some place where I need to clear out those commands. I'm thinking, where's the best place to put? Okay, do a little pocket design here. Requirements. Player restores a level. No commands should be played back. Let me write that differently. It should always start from beginning. no command playback. Okay, so in order to do that, I have to clear the mid-game state. Or mid-level state. I think I can create clear mid-level state. Zero out. Player info. Last level. Bam. Okay. What does this get called? Okay, we could do it in go to level selector. Number 2. Same, but okay, this is in meta menu. I think that's wrong, but I just put it in there for brainstorming reasons. Okay, what does it do here? We say scene loader, we stop the song, we stop all, we hide the text, then load selector. Okay, scene loader s load selector could do it. That's not bad. That's not bad, because once you've loaded the selector, you can't go back to the past level. So it should always be true that when you load the selector that you're not going to restore midway through a game. There's nothing that would support that type of action. And I don't think anytime in the future I would support that kind of action. That's the one to do. Okay. So, players. Okay, hold on. There may be some other options here. So I've got visit. Could be right here too. Boy, this is maybe even easier. Okay, add visited level. Who calls that? Visit level. Oh, this is real easy. This is the best option of all. I just change it right here. And we can say that if the level changed, that's when I know that there's no point in keeping any mid-level state. So here, let's just change it right here. Player info. Last level commands equal. Well, let's go ahead and write a function to do it. Clear mid-level state. Player info. Let's see. Have I already added methods inside of here that I would want to reuse? Nah. Okay. So let's go back to players. Clear mid-level state. Static void clear mid-level state. Player info. Player info. Okay. I keep using this -1 value. I should make a constant out of it because I keep using it and I haven't explained what it's for. So let's call this a constant. Public const. Look and see where all the places are where I'm doing that. So we'll say here, we'll do pretty nice feature of Writer where you can do a find in all files and just edit directly inside of the find dialog. Yeah, I rather like that. Okay, so then there's players. If we visit a level and it's different from the current level, clear the mid-level state, because that mid-level state can only refer to a certain level, so it's always going to be true that it should be cleared if we're changing level. Always. Okay. Then I've got some junk over in here I can just take out. And that solution was a lot better because it's just built into this other action of visiting a level inside of players. It doesn't have to have other code elsewhere that figures out when are the times when we need to change this. I coupled that behavior very tightly. Tight's the wrong word. It's well coupled. It's in the same concern. There's not like knowledge of extra things beyond the very minimal criteria for when it should be reset. So it's much better than my 4 other ideas I considered. And that's why I do pocket designs, because it makes me go through and think about different alternatives. And a lot of times the first few or even several options I come up with aren't as good as when I come up with later. Okay, let's turn off maximize on play. Let's look through assertions, nothing like that. Okay, hit play. Now here what I want to see when I hit play is for it to go to the mid-level game, or the mid-level state. So I don't want that change that I just added in to, okay, that's good, to incorrectly reset those commands. But, oh, I can think of one other case. Dang it. Okay, let's go to a different level. But before I do that, I'm going to go to Spiral of Despair again, because this is the case I think will not work right. Well, there is an argument that it's a good thing to let it not restart. Huh. Wow. So now I'm just like jumping back into game design mode instead of bug fixing mode. Okay, because there's a goal of this game where you don't actually have to restart. And if I said you don't have to restart, then it might be a nice thing for the restore to just go back to where you were at. But I think that's wrong, though. I think, or I guess it's like hubris to think that I can write this game so well, I can design the level so well, that there won't ever be a place where a player legitimately needs to restart the level, or where they think they need to restart the level even though it's possible for them to kind of push through, which is my hope, that most of the time they're going to push through. So if I totally remove restart and just send them back to where they were, that's just like I'm some kind of bully. You don't get to restart, you do it my way. So no, I'm not going to do that. I do want the restore when you go back to the same level that you were at just a moment ago to clear your mid-level state. I did also just notice this guy complaining, and I think it looks like a benign bug, but I'm going to add that to my bug list. Okay. Okay, now let me check the other case where you actually pick a different level than the one you're on. So every time. Here you go. Maybe not every time. Okay, is it going to try to replay stuff here? Or will it start me at the proper beginning? Or will it just never start? Okay, I might have uncovered even another bug. No fade in when restoring. Got my work cut out for me. Restoring a level without mid-level state. Okay. Okay, just gotta fix them one at a time. So this seems like the level loaded and then just the code to fade it back in didn't run. So let's keep fixing bugs. Okay, so I've got the fade in that occurs for the mid-level state, but I also need one for the case where there is no mid-level state. I might be able to fix two bugs here. Okay, because I see this is reversed. It should be that if the player here is null, we're going to fade in. Otherwise, I'm going to wait for all of the commands that came back from loading the mid-level state to play first, and then I'll fade in. So it's either fade in right away if there's no mid-level state, or wait for all the commands to play back, then we fade in. Okay, let's see if I can fix two bugs on this one. Feels like I got cheated out of a fade in there. I don't know. Let's go to a different level. Let's go back to, let's go to this one, the gap. There we go. That worked. Pretty sure I also fixed that bug where it initially shows the level start position, then does all the mid-level commands, and then you see the update. I'm pretty sure I fixed that with that last change. So I think I just fixed two bugs. All right. Okay, that should be fixed. Yeah, okay. This should be fixed. Okay, let me finish this. It occurs to me that I do need another way to clear out that mid-level state other than just the visit level thing. Oh, this is player info. Players, where's players? Give me players. Okay, so I can make this. I think if there's a better way to name this, will organize it. Visit, okay. I wanted to hook it all into visit level. Let me see what's actually calling visit level. Okay. A lot of stuff. Okay, so I've got visit level working for some cases, maybe not all. Seems to me I'll just add something here to clear it the first time you go to it. Okay, so let me see if this now works. I can remove another bug maybe. Go. Okay, that was fine. So if I move into the level a little bit, and then I do a restore. Okay. It restores from the beginning. That's good. Okay. That's unlikely to restore well. I already knew that though. That's a different bug to fix. Just make sure that I haven't regressed on being able to restore mid-level. Play it again. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let me see if my assumption's right. We should be missing some blocks in here, and they're just hidden. But if I come this way, they're all back. Okay, got it. Okay. Knocking these out. This might not be bad. That's done. I think I'll do this one next. I gotta pee. Back to it, back to it. This is an error message I put in recently. It was supposed to be like a clue to me that something's not right. At some point, I think it's Crying Wolf. Or is it Hallway that has it? Yeah, it's right here. Okay, so let's just put a break point there, and I'll examine the data structure. Oh, it may not. No, it's already attached. Okay, cool. All right, so that's fine. Let's see if I can get the error to come up. Should be able to just go to a different level. Oh, here we go. Level list. Let's see what this looks like. $56 different levels. I think there's something like it. This is not updated yet. Because I'm saying visited false on all of these. I know I've been to some, so I was just at the Gap and it says visited false. Not be confused with a clothing store. So now I gotta go look at level list. Set level history. When is that done? It's done in players. Okay, let's see. Where's this one called? Add history to level list. In the hallway. Okay, that's the file that I'm already inside of, which is great. Okay, my logic here must not be right. In the hallway. So we say start. We say load. The good news, it's just a benign error. I think I just got to move it over here. Okay. So who calls level info loaded? Update state equals state loading level infos. Okay, so you call level list load. It's not loaded right away. Got it. Okay. Got it. No problem. I just need to move this code that is trying to check that everything's good. It's just defensive code that is Crying Wolf. Put it in here. That should do it. All right, let's try this again. Okay, then we'll do a restore. Oh yeah, here it would have came in right here. Okay. That be the last point. We can also try some things like I'll just go to settings.
We got the knives.
We're good. Okay. Okay, I want to be in the southeast corner when I come back. That's good. Okay. So that is fixed. One level I know about left. I'm going to start adding a few things that are pretty minor. Place camera after mid-level restore. No movement to new location. The reason I want to do that, I just thought for a moment, maybe it's kind of cool, like if the camera flits from the starting point of the level to where the player is. But what can happen is the player might travel kind of deep into the level someplace, and the camera will flit through geometry that wasn't meant to go through it, and you wouldn't normally see it. But you know what? I've got lots of places where it does that. Whenever you die, you can zip back to the egg and the camera goes with you. So I take it back. I'm gonna leave it. Because it does kind of give you this idea like, oh, but look, we're over here right when it starts. It doesn't look bad. Okay, I'm gonna leave it. The other thing, so I want a delegate function for the main update. So right now I've got inside of main object in the very most important function by some ways of reckoning, I've got these if statements here, and they're just saying if this, then call this one handler, if this, call this other handler. It's my update loop. It's like the whole thing that repeats again and again and again, maybe 1,000 times in a second. I want that bit there to be very efficient, and I can make it just a little bit better with a delegate, and that's just a better design overall. So instead of having these comparisons made, it'll just call the delegate, and inside of that delegate handler, it'll say, is it time to go to a new state? If so, I'll set the delegate to the next handler function, and then that'll get called. So it's better. But anyways, before I do that, let's figure out the problem with this. And actually, I think I'll do some more testing and see what all breaks when I just put all the effects in rush mode. So there's all these effects that are tied to different events in the game. I kind of need to check them all off and make sure they're good. So here's all the effects. There's bolts, sacrifices. I'm going to start making like essentially a test plan for these. Testing rushed effects. Things I have to do to actually test these things. Say, never mind. Strike and alter. Rotate axle. Rotate axle blocked. Beam, that's for like a sequel. That's just dormant functionality. What is block birth delayed effect corresponding to? Got it. Okay. Destroy a block when the pad is blocked. Okay. Destroy a block. Make a bystander cower. Man, it sounds like somebody's twisted bucket list. The door effects I don't use yet. Go through in the egg level. Open the letter gate, close the letter gate. Try closing a blocked letter gate. Tie on spikes. Okay, player down spikes, block down spikes, beard down spikes, player fall, block fall, beard fall. Side over ice. Punch a beard. Punch a stack of blocks. Ascending, that will never make its way into a level save. What is player blocked effect? Oh, yeah. But it's just like a doesn't affect the level state in any way, so let's leave that alone. No moves left with restart. Select birth egg. Pump wall, go up. Make pop wall go down. Jiggle pop-up spikes. Pop-up spikes. Not doing water. Grab a bonus. Okay. So let's go to main object. Let's do perform effects, perform. Okay. True. To do put back to false. So here I'll just have the main game do all the effects in a rushed way, which means instead of showing any animations or sounds around them, you just put them to their final visual state in the scene. All right, build the solution, stop and build, let's stop and build. Okay, so now you see me rushed. There are still like some effects that aren't tied to the effects system that just kind of happen automatically on the updates. Examples are the trails. And the player guide makes sounds and shows things. That's not tied to the effects system. That's why it's not perfectly rushed. Okay, so walking, flinging, that's all fine. Let's try pushing some blocks to see if the visual state keeps its integrity. Okay, that's good. When I destroy this, I expect it'll just disappear. But it's actually over here. Now it's like my imaginary friend. There's no evidence to tell me if it's actually there or not. Okay, so let me just look through the different effects that are involved in rebirthing that block. Block born effect. Okay, so it's missing the show the block at destination square. This is probably gonna fix it right here. That's probably going to be it right there. Okay. Although it might be a good idea to release the trail path. Yeah, let's do that too. Guess it would be kind of nice to just call finish from here. I don't think this is right though. Okay, what am I doing here? Okay, it's saying if we haven't started, let's go ahead and show the block of the destination square. Set it to nothing, like it's vanished. It starts out vanished. Scale 0. Start the clock ticking. It'll grow it out over here to scale up to 1. Show trail to destination square. Okay, this block trail I don't need to do. Do want to release the trail path. Anything else here? Okay, that seems like it probably fixes this. Let me look at some things that I actually did. Not too many. Let's see. Are the blocks there? I do see them. There we go. No, wait. It's not there. Oh, I thought I fixed that one. That was wrong. Huh. Okay. There's something about this trail path. All right, let's debug. What is trail path? Okay, it's instanced. There's some points in it. Two points. They look healthy. Show position. That looks good too. Oh, it's going to be show game object children, I think. Yeah, that's almost certainly it. Okay. You think you're done, you're not done. Let's do that up here. Okay, fixed. Cool. What else we got? I do not want to use this level to get the bonus. It's kind of a hard puzzle. Let's go do some other levels. Okay. Oh, in the egg. Let me warm up to that one. I feel like that one might be tricky. Okay, let's do this one. I'll go remove some cases that I know I got. Oh, I forgot to do when it's blocked. I did player fall. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, fall works fine. Cool. Grab a bonus. Works. Let's go someplace with axles. Oh, I can go to the arena and get some cowering. Let's take care of that. Alright, there's cower. Or I should say a lack of cower because it's rushed. There is no animation for cowering. Is there rotation? Do I need rotation? I don't really need rotation. Okay, what else? Where's cower? Here we go. Oh, yeah, it's the first time I had a level with a level controller, so let's see what it does here. Yeah. Okay. I actually want to, while I've got that up, I want to test it out a little bit. Let's come back in. So what should happen when I come back in is it has a dialogue starting from number 2. There's all kinds of ways it could be messed up, but we'll see. That's pretty nice. It started right from state 2 instead of the beginning. And there's also an elegance to this because you think about these levels have got dialogue inside of them, and if you restore the game, what's the best place for you to restore in the dialogue? Do you want it like right in the middle of the line, like where the character is saying something and start halfway through the line? No. Do you want it from the beginning of the last line and the whole collection of lines? You know, like it says, "M, you must smash him. It's okay. It is okay." There's like a whole bunch of lines here. What you really want is something that gives you a little bit of context. And the state organization inside the level controllers, where it deals with saying we're gonna have certain dialogue occur at certain points. The states tend to be organized around logical concepts, or plot events, actually. Plot events. So if a plot event happens and there's some dialogue associated with it, the default thing I'd want to have happen is just start the dialogue over from the beginning of that plot event. And so this sort of default saving mechanism I've got in there is going to do that. If I want to refine it further, it's easy enough to do because I've got like an ability to override the save and restore for an individual level controller. Okay, very good. Let's move on. Okay, we got letter gates here. Let's see if the gate is closed. It is. That's awesome. Okay, let's break the bridge to open the gate. Okay. It's open. Awesome. Working like a champ. I don't know why I stopped there. Anyways, I'll come back into it in a second. Okay, those are done. That's done. I don't know if there was a block fall. There probably was. All right. Oh, I didn't exit the game. So I stopped it with the IDE up here, but I didn't exit through the normal in-game interface. That's why I didn't restore from midway through. That's fine. Okay. Let's do some ice. keep on wanting to exit out of Unity, but I've got more testing to do. Okay, ice. There we go. Just thinking if there's anything in this level it's worth testing. No, I think not. First level of spikes. Spikes work fine. Oh, here's selecting another egg. And this time it didn't work. So I need to look into that. Okay, so it should have moved the indicator over to the new egg. Instead, I think the indicator might be over here still. Actually, there's more than one indicator. Okay, but both hiding the old indicator, like selected indicator, the M on top, and showing the new one did not work. Let's fix that. Set birth egg effect. I would have thought that would work. Why are you not letting me? There we go. No, what? Why? Okay, let's stop. Okay. Yeah, of course. Well, it is kind of neat that I can go into this code I gotta admit. So if you ever want to know what get component does and why it's supposed to be something you don't, call repeatedly. I guess this is it. Let's see how it's doing. Okay. That's there. There should be like a start select, start unselect. There should be something that hides it. Maybe there's more than one effect here. I think I just forgot. What else in here? AGAT renderer on each of those game objects. Is there one to do the opposite? Yeah. So there's these two as well. Okay, what are all these things? So we've got set birth egg effect. Oh, that one is called right when the level's loaded. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Set player birth egg to nearest. Okay, then I want to see who is calling that. Board loader. Perfect. Okay. So this is not the one I really care about. It's this player select birth egg effect, which is doing nothing here. And this player unselect birth egg effect, which is also doing nothing. Okay, got it. Play. Understand why it would fail. Exit. Okay, so what we want to do here is I don't think I made a function to hide it. Let's just make one. Hide selected. Or show unselected. Okay. And this one will be show selected. So this code here, when you perform it unreshed, it'll do a whole animation to select it. But this code will just say, just put the little hat on top of it and call it good. Then I need to go to birth egg indicator. I'll say show unselected. Okay. Save all. Bet it works now. Just verifying it is selected over here. Good. Perfect. Okay, now I need to go back and verify the other one is no longer selected. Good. Yeah. Okay. Get to take a few more of these off. Or at least one. Alright, what else am I going to do? Axles, blocks and beards getting thrown on spikes, blocks falling, beards falling. Okay. Next. So I'm looking for a certain situation where I'm pushing against a stack, but I stay in place. This is it. Okay, cool. It's working. Working as expected. Okay, anything else in this level? I don't think so. Nothing new there. Nor there. Oh, here's where I can push blocks onto spikes. Cool. Cool. Let's see, that would also be block fall. Well, let's do a block fall without dying on spikes. So I definitely want to see that it moves to a correct location. This would do. Yeah, okay, works fine. Okay. I added spikes. That works. Destroy a block when pad is blocked. I think I can do that in this level. Yeah, so this is the pad for O. I can move F to it, so it's blocked. Come down here and destroy O. Put it on top of F. That doesn't count though, because it's not really blocked in the way that that effect means it's blocked. Okay, pick a different one. Okay, beards. About beards pushing me. Oh, there's the pop-ups too. Awesome. Okay, I got pushed. Okay. Nope. Quelling field. Nah. Oh, although that is a place where beards fall. So let's do that one. I see them down there. They fell. They're gonna die on spikes. That's 2 that work. Cool. Okay, they're fine. Okay. Okay, so kill myself first. Works. F. Works. Kind of weird seeing it without all the animations. Ah, there was the block pad. That's what I wanted. Okay, it's blocked now. Then move off it. There, got it. Okay, so I get to remove some things there. Anything else? Nah. Haven't done that yet. Okay, axles. Let's do this one. Good. What did I just see there? Nah, something's off. Okay, let me see. So that's fine, but what's the deal with this? Oh, wait a minute. It's just weirding me out because it's got 3 spokes and it sort of looks like, I don't know, the lack of animation was messing with me. It was actually functioning correctly. Okay, blocked is working fine. It's just not showing anything. Cool. These last ones here. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so here I'm looking for effects related to jiggling. I didn't see a jiggle, that's good. I also, yeah, there's nothing to update on that at all, so that one should be fine. Okay, get rid of those. These last ones, except for the top one, these 4 down here. There is one level I can punch a beard on, but it's one of the end levels. The other ones are easier to contrive with a fake level. Let's go through the egg level and then I'll make a fake level. Whew, this might be a tough one. That's actually good. So it didn't show the big effect there. I'm thinking about marking this one as yeah. Okay. It's such a weird special case level. There's so much state management in it that's handled in a non-standard way compared to other levels. I think I'm going to cheat on it. I'm going to make it so you always start from the beginning. Even if you continued, from a mid-game point or a mid-level point, it would solve a lot of problems for me. It's also a very short level. It's a very easy level. It's not meant to be experienced in a disjointed way. So it's like everything is right for me to disable a mid-level restore on it, and that would just fix a host of problems. Make my life easier. Maybe, arguably, could be sour grapes, but make it a better experience. Just to insist you start that level from the beginning, period. Okay, let me add that code. So we go main object. Let's say all right, is this actually used? It is. Okay. I should be a little careful here, because this should not be set if there's nothing to save. So if player info to save not equal null, I'll go ahead and call this. This is enough code here. I don't mind refactoring it out. So here, Okay, so we'll not save mid-level state for in the egg ever. May want to generalize this. Let's generalize it. Let's do that's it. That way, if I need to use this trick again, I can just do it. It won't be that hard. And this is a less of a hard-coded to a level thing. It's an abstraction over it. Let's make this a little less verbose. All right, go to players. I just don't want to add like true, false, true, false, true, false, like all that. Or they'll basically all be the same, except for one. Just for now, let's say if dang it, let's see, player info dang it, why are you not letting me do that? There's no player info under players? Where am I at? I'm in the wrong file, that's why. Okay, got it. Get rid of that file. Players. Yeah, this is a good note up here. Okay. This kind of looks like what I'm after. Let's say so I'll test that in a moment. But before I do that, I want to set up a test level that finishes testing the other rushed effects to see if they're all working correctly. So for that, let's go to test stairs. My junk level. And we will make a place you can go to get stuck. Cannot drag prefabs into the game screen. It must be the scene screen. Okay, so we go stairs 2. Yeah. Then let's see other things. Pushing a beard. Let's see. Let's make a blocked letter gate. We can do that. I'm putting these open to start with, and then let's make a letter gate. Something's off. What happened just now? Well, this one's not snapped, that's all. This kind of looks like I lost my material on it. Let's see what that one's okay. It's just a letter bridge, so I'm guessing I can just go to the prefab and fix that. But that one looks fine. Is it in the discovery? What's this? Okay. It could be a lighting thing. Let me see. Come over here. Can I see it? Yeah, it's a lighting thing. Okay, that's all it was. Phew. Alright, so then let's take some other blocks and just go right through the middle. And those will prevent this letter bridge from closing. Okay. What was the last one? Like 4 of these things. Punch a beard. Oh yeah, pop wall, go down. That's the other one. Okay, level, pop wall. I am almost done with this. Okay, start up. And let's see how that works. Oh, pre-proc problems. Let me go back out. Well, let me see if I can do the beard first, because beards are kind of annoying. Yeah. Player has pacifism. Cannot punch the beard yet. Okay. Decorations, prefabs, unpack the prefabs. Pre-process. Okay. Okay. First, let's do the restart. There we go. Nice. Okay. That seemed to have worked correctly. Let's... Nice. I destroyed those blocks. They had no place to go. Okay. That guy got punched. It worked. Alright. That's it. Got all those effects done. This, yeah, that'll be fine. I feel like with the extra bit of testing I have left to do, I gotta go through the in the egg level. I want to put in my delegates, make sure that's working right. So let's call this, let's see, delegate. Update func, okay. And we say, what? Oh, yeah, you gotta do it. Okay. And we say update func, equals starting out. The first thing, I thought one should be, oh yeah, I'll have it set and start. Okay. And here, all we do is we call update func. That's it. I also wonder about this try catch, if that's even a good idea. Maybe it is for now. Okay, so then I need to look at each of these, okay. So is Xsteam level? let's just delete that. I don't think I'm going to use it. I think I'm going to use the update func instead. Yeah. Okay, this I can get rid of. Okay, now I gotta go to this guy, and when it's all done, we want to set this to the delegate, the update func, to be update for plane level. So I'll copy that. Well, I already know that this is gonna clear out everything in command player. So for this, let's just set the update func. Okay. The last thing is in start. So much stuff. But I don't really want to put it all inside of like function calls from here. I should group it a little bit better. Anyways, one thing at a time though. One thing at a time. I could use some grouping. I'll say that. Okay. Okay, I got a to-do in this level. This should be false. So we can have good looking animations again. Done testing that. All right. Oh, it's in the debugger. God damn it. No, it's okay. It's okay. All right, let's hit play just to see if it works before I even go into all the mid-level stuff. Okay, that's looking good. All right, looks good. Exit out of there. Let's go to boot. All right. So if I say exit the Godkiller, this function is no longer true. This function is no longer true, or this message is no longer true. All right, but one thing at a time. We'll just make note of it. If exiting from level with no mid-level save, change the message to just exit the Godkiller. Okay. All right. So then let's hit play. I want to see it start from the very beginning, not mid-level. Perfect. Okay, then we say, let's fix this message. Down here. Okay. Typo down there. It might piss somebody off that they have to redo part of the level, but I will not make a long level like that. This is going to be shorties. I'm glad I put this into its own function instead of, copy and pasting that same code about like, is this in the egg level? It's better way to do it. Okay. Yeah. Now we go to a different level. Showed the original message, which is good. Coming back in. Just testing I didn't break the mid-level save with all my... Oh. Interesting. Saw the first frame down at the middle. It could be a thing like... Oh, hold on, go back. Let's go back to main object. Come on, what are you talking about? Am I in main object or not? What is this crap? I am in main object. Are you saying there's no start? Start? Yeah, it's right fucking there. Okay, so we say if it's null, we're going to fade in right away. Otherwise, we'll do this update and wait on the fade in. I think it's just that there is one frame that shows. There is one frame that shows. Or is it because I'm missing the fade out? Hold on, I gotta see that again. Could be that boot just doesn't do a fade out. I might need to add a fade out to boot. That could be it. That's it. That's what it is. Okay. Okay, let's do a fast fade though. Don't mess around with. black. Let's do it in 1 second. Okay. So the fade sort of got interrupted there. It's like there's so much work to do with loading stuff. There's no time to just transition to that. Okay, is there a way? Just set it to just make it be black, right when I'm set alpha, something like that. Pretty sure I wrote that. Fade, that was it. Is it 0f? So what I can do is I can go to the main object. I can just say inside of start, Jesus, why will it not find friggin' start? That's really ridiculous. It's in here. It's like it doesn't like punctuation. Is that the deal? Void start. Oh, it's got a space. That's what it is. Okay. I remember. I think 1F is actually mean black. Let's try that. What is that? Maybe I got it mixed around. I'll try it the other way. Fuck, man. Don't get it. Don't like that hop. Let me look at the code for screen fader. Yeah. Could be it's not finding the canvas group. Alpha should be 1 for being black. So I'll put this back because I think that was right. I just don't want that first frame to show. Okay, let's just try boot scene mean? Okay. That kind of ruined the boot screen, but it did get the transition I wanted on the other side of it. Maybe to prevent that first frame from showing, I need to let's see, let's go to not start but awake. Also, let me see where all the screen fader code is inside of here. Okay, there's fade in. Okay, just set it to black. Okay, so we'll try that. Okay, that does not fix it. Okay, so what it means is that booter needs to be able to manage the fade. At least that's one solution. Okay, is there... Yeah, you can do a callback. Okay. Let's pattern this after the one in the hallway selector. Is it? Let's call this start load time, or start fade out time. float. Const float. Minimum fade out time equals, say, 1 second. Yep. All right. Let's make sure that works. Load first level. Update for fade out. No, not that. Just the function. There we go. Okay. Load level. Up. Update for fade out. There we go. What is your complaint? Oh, it should be bool. Okay. That's fine. So we say then I want to see in the hallway selector, how'd you get out of, hold on. Load. Now I'm confused. I have more than one of these? What was the other one I copied from? So this is more like this looks like the active code. What was the other thing I was looking at? Update for descending. Who's calling update for descending? Because this looks... Okay. Oh, I get it. It gets a little complex. So progress. Oh, God, I hate this code. Let's try this instead as a pattern. Okay, this might do it. That did not fade anything out. Because I forgot to pass the callback, maybe? That was probably it. No? The hell, man? Maybe I'll set this higher so I can see it. Is boot complete? Screen fader's there. Cool. So update for fade out. Pass in progress. If simulated progress is greater than this whole thing, then you just say fade all the way to black. Okay, I think there's a second thing that needs to happen. Okay, this will get called, okay, now I'm starting to remember now. This thing will get called more sporadically than this update. So I need this update to call something that does a fade out. I need this one because it will change the duration of time that the fade out's performed over. So the first code that let's name this differently. Unload progress update. No, unload progress. There we go. Okay, if the load has started, okay, let's just do this a little differently. If not is boot complete, return. Not doing anything until the boot's complete. Then we say if has load started. I like to do it in order though. So we'll say if not has load started. We just have all the different states progress in order, and at the end of this we'll say return. Okay, now underneath here this is when the load has started. Okay, so here we say update fade out. Okay. And I can take a look at hallway selector and see what they did. It was like what they did, meaning me. Fader. Yeah, the other one. This one. All right. just don't want all those comments here. Damn it, man. This stupid threshold stuff. It's loading code. Why does it have that weird 90% threshold? So bizarre. There it went to black, and it came up. Why doesn't boot work that way too? What's different? Does this code get called? Time minus the fade out time. Minimum fade out time. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Let's just debug log all the simulated progress. Okay. So I know that if I call this early enough, when I load the next scene, it'll be black. I'm just looking for that one moment where I can just set the screen to black and we're good. See, it starts going darker there. And that was not a good test because I just started right at the beginning. Okay. So how many calls to P did we get? Not much, we got 2. And then Kachunka. So this whole thing just doesn't work that well. That progress callback, I got it called twice? What is the point of it? What is the point of this thing? It might work better in the player build. Everything loads smoother in the player build. Yeah. It's just like, when is the magic time that this is good to be called? I could do it before the level begins loading, then it works. But then, what's the point of the splash screen at that? It's just coming up with a black screen at that point. I could do it in awake, not soon enough apparently. I could do it in start, not soon enough. I could rely on this level loading callback to tell me like when it's getting pretty close to being loaded. There's no guarantees on when this thing is going to get called. There's no like last call where it says, hey, we're done, we are done. There's no last call for that. Go look at Unity events. Unity scene start event when the scene is loaded. This one, that's the one I probably want. Okay, I'm not using that right now. I guess that is the event I asked for. Alright, let's go to scene loader code. I'm relying on this stuff here. Huh. Well, if I've just established it's unreliable, yeah, that's probably not going to be great. Try this. Oh, that. Just. Okay, let's see. Scene. Loaded. Maybe I want scene unloaded? Oh. Okay. On scene loaded, and then it's gonna be something like this. Just to see if this shit does it. Oh, it's still going? Yeah. I think the dog heard a sound effect and started barking. You heard the boom. Did I hit play? Here we go. Oh. Okay. Something was off there. A few things were off there. Oh, I didn't do an exit. That's one thing. Do that. So I think what happened there was the scene loaded also came after the first frame shown of the game, so I'm going to try one other thing. The other article gave me a clue. It was like it's one other event. I can try it. Then I might sleep on it, to be honest. God damn it. Okay. Okay. All right. Another way of looking at this. This little screen at the beginning is actually not that interesting for me to show. I never really wanted it in the first place. It's just a placeholder because I knew there's going to be some kind of splash screen that I'll end up needing to have, even though I don't really want a splash screen in the first place. So eventually I'll have a real splash screen, and I'll need that. I'll need to show it. I don't want to, but it'll be like an ESRB rating screen where I have to show it, or I'll make a publishing deal with somebody, and then the publisher will say, you have to put a stupid little thing for that there, and then. But I never wanted this in the first place. So what I could do is just set it to black at the very beginning. You know, we just do screen fader, S, fade, and we say 1F, black. Let's say screen fader, S, set title text. One moment. And the stuff about updating for the fade out, just take it out. Put this back to get rid of this janky load progress indicator. Which works like garbage. Delete this garbage code. And when I do actually have a real splash screen that I'm worried about, I will enforce delays and not have it be tied into the loading. Okay. Let us try that. Perfect. That's just fine. That works great. I'm done with this feature. Until I find a bug. Then I'll fix it. But at the end of my session tonight, I know of no bugs. So I'm saying I have successfully implemented mid-level save, and I'm happy about that. Yeah, I sure am. I'm going to stop the stream right here, and I'm going to go celebrate in my own quiet way. Alright. If anybody's lurking, glad to have you. Stopping the stream. Stopping the stream. Stopping the stream now.